Hi everyone, welcome to this new module is module 5, communication protocols. I start with the first point, communication protocols. Communication in our daily lives take many forms and occurs in many environments. We have different expectations depending on whether we are chatting by the internet or participating in a job interview. Each situation has its corresponding expected behavior and styles. Before beginning to communicate with each other, we establish rules or agreements to govern the conversation. These agreements include the following. The first point is what method of communication shall we use. The second is that language shall we use. In the three is do we need to confirm that all messages are received. Click below for an explain of determining the method, language, and confirmation strategies. In the first tab is method. Okay, I need refresh the page. One moment. Okay, method. Use sing language in the first step. The second step is write note. Sorry, I do not understand sign. The step 3 writes note. Can we use written notes? Step 4 write note. Yes, that will be fine. Before communication can begin, we may have to reach an agreement on the method used. The second tab is language. In the first step, I can speak Japanese and English. Second step, I can speak English and Spanish. In step 3, then we can communicate in English. Before communication can begin, we maybe have to reach an agreement on the language used. In the last tab is confirmation. I would like to order 3 black shirts, size medium. Yes, I understand your order. 3 medium black shirts. Yes, that is correct. Thank you. Communication is successful when the intended message has been received and confirmed. These rules or protocols must be followed in order for the message to be successfully delivered and understood. Among the protocols that govern successful human communication are these. The first point is an identified sender and receiver. Agreed upon method of communicating face-to-face, telephone, letter, photograph. Common language and grammar. Speed and timing of delivery. Confirmation or acknowledgement requirements. The techniques that are used in network communication share these fundamentals with human conversation. Think about the common accepted protocols for sending text messages for your friends to your friends. The next point is why protocols matter. Just like humans, computers use rules or protocols in order to communicate. Protocols are required for computers to properly communicate across the network. In both a wired and wireless environment, a local network is defined as an area where all hosts must speak the same language, which in computer terms means they must share a common protocols. If everyone in the same room spoke a different language, they would not be able to communicate. Likewise, if devices in a local network did not use the same protocols, they would not be able to communicate. Networking protocols define many aspects of communication over the local network. As shown in the table, this includes message format, message size, timing, encoding, encapsulation, and message patterns. And we see a table. In the left side is protocol characteristics, in the right side is description. In the first point is message format. When a message is sent, it must use a specific format or structure. Message formats depend on the type of message and the channel that is used to deliver the message. The second is message size. The rules that govern the size of the pieces communicated across the network are very strict. They can also be different depending on the channel used. When a long message is sent from a host to another over a network, it might be necessary to break a message into smaller pieces in order to ensure that the message can be delivered reliably. The next point is timing. Many networks communication functions are depending on timing. Timing determines the speed at which the bits are transmitted across the network. It also affects when an individual host can send data and the total amount of data that can be sent in any one transmission. The next point is encoding. Messages sent across the network are first converted into bits by the sending host. Each bit is encoded into a pattern or sound, like waves of electrical impulse depending on the network media over which the bits are transmitted. The destination host receives and decodes the signals in order to interpret the message. The next point is encapsulation. Each message transmitted on a network must include a header that contains addressing information that identifies the source and destination host. Otherwise, it cannot be delivered. Encapsulation is the process of adding this information to the piece of data that make up the message. In addition to addressing, there may be other information in the header that ensures that the message is delivered to the correct application on the destination host. In the later message patterns, some messages require acknowledgement before the next message can be sent. This type of request response pattern is a common aspect of many networking protocols. However, there are other types of messages that might be simply streamed across the network without concern as to whether they reach their destination. Okay, check your understanding communication protocols. Question 1. Bianca and Polish travel in Hanoi, Vietnam. Stops and asks for direction to the Sun Temple. They verbally communicate and determine that they both speak English. After receiving direction in English to the temple, Bianca repeats them to Kane says yes. That is correct. Select the order of the communication protocol used in this scenario. In the first is method language confirmation. Submit. That's right. Bianca and Juliet first decide on the method of communication, verbal. Then they determine that both speak English language. And finally, Bianca repeat the directions, confirmation. Close. Question 2. Roy is studying the fields inside the Ethernet frame for an upcoming test and notice that the destination media access control MAC address is listed first before the source MAC address. Which of the following protocol's characteristic is Roy investigating? Okay, I read more slow. Roy is studying the fields inside an Ethernet frame for an upcoming test and notice that the destination media access control addresses is listed first before the source MAC address. Which of the following protocol characteristic is Roy investigating? I need to translate this part. One moment. Okay. I don't remember well, but I say encoding or encapsulation. Encoding or encapsulation. Roy is studying the fields inside. Okay, I say encapsulation. Submit, that's right. Networking protocols often have some types of addressing information to indicate the source and destination for the message. Okay, and question 3. As Roy continues to study Ethernet, he discovered that a frame can typically be 64 to 1518 bytes of information that is converted into a series of bits before being sent out on the network. Which two protocols characteristics did Roy learn about to Ethernet? Okay, I need to translate this one moment. Okay, is encoding. No. Networking protocols typically specify the maximum size for a message. In the case of Ethernet, there is also a minimum size of 64 bytes. In addition, Ethernet specifies a method for encoding the bits so that the destination can decode the message, go back, rest, and try again. Okay, reset and is encapsulation. Or continue, he discovered that the frame can typically with message patterns. I don't remember. Okay, close, reset, and encapsulate. No, message size. No, encapsulation, reset, close, reset, timing. That's not right. Reset. Okay, as Roy continues to study Ethernet, he discovered that a frame can typically be 64 or this amount bytes of information that is converted into a series of bits before being sent out on the network, which two protocols characteristics okay is messaging size and encapsulation. Reset, encapsulation, encoding, sorry. And that's right. Networking protocols typically specify the maximum size for a message. In this case of Ethernet, there is also a minimum size of 64 bytes. In addition, Ethernet specifies a method for encoding the bits so that the destination can decode the message. Okay, go to the next is communication standards. Okay. And the first point is the Internet and standards. With the increasing number of new devices and technologies coming online, how it is possible to manage all the chains and still reliable delivery service such as email? The answer is Internet standards. A standard is a set of rules that determines how some things must be done. Networking and Internet standards ensure that all devices connecting to the network implement the same set of rules or protocols in the same manner. Using the standards, it is possible for different types of devices to send information to each other over the Internet. For example, the way in which an email is formatted, forwarded, and received by all devices is done according to a standard. If one person sends an email by a personal computer, another person can use a mobile phone to receive and read the email as long as the mobile phone uses the same standard as the personal computer. The next point is network standard organization. An Internet standard is the end result of a comprehensive cycle of discussion. Repeat, an Internet standard is the end result of a comprehensive cycle of discussion, problem solving, and testing. These different standards are developed, published, and maintained by a variety of organizations, as shown in the figure. When a new standard is proposed, each stage of the development and approval process is recorded in a numbered request for comments (RFC) document so that the evolution of the standard is tracked. RFCs for Internet standards are published and managed by the Internet Engineering Task Force (IETF). Other organizations that support the Internet are shown in the figure. Okay, IATF and okay. And finish with Check Your Understanding communication standards. The rules that govern network communication include the message formats, message size, timing, and encapsulation, are known as a network signals encoding message protocols. That's right. Protocols are the rules that govern network communication, including the message format, size, timing, and encapsulation. The question 2 is the IATF Internet Engineering Task Force records and publishes Internet standards in documents known as RFCs requests for comments. That's right, the IATF publishes Internet standards known as RFCs. Close. Okay, this is all for this. See you in the next one. Bye.